to Head Kick Audio, episode number 19. Crazy Jay, we're 19 episodes deep.
This is fucking crazy. 19 episodes. Who would have thought that we'd be here?
Me. So, I'm the host, Steve the Dick. This is the wonderful co-host, Crazy Jay.
What's that?
In the intro, you heard some By the Gods. That's a theme that they wrote for us. So, we're going to start giving them a shout out there. And also on the line is Paris superhero Stanford, who picked up a win over at LFA 72 here in Phoenix a couple weeks ago. He fought Kyle Heffernan? Jake Heffernan.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and...
Mixing names up over here.
Yeah.
You got some superhuman people making over here.
It's been a long day. Paris, how are you doing, my man?
I'm doing very well. Like I said, I apologize, my voice is a little raspy right now. I was coaching all day at a jiu-jitsu tournament, but doing very well, Fight was great. Took minimal damage. Had a little cut in the side of my mouth that, healed up very well. So back to training and feeling really good.
Yeah. I remember you talking about the cut because we were going to try to have you on immediately after the fight. And you're like, man, I can't do it. I got this cut on the inside of my mouth. So I'm glad to hear that it's healed up. And dude, your fight, not only did you fucking finish the guy, not only did you get the win in Arizona where we train, but dude, that was a fucking epic war.
Yeah, it was good. Thinking back on the fight, I was like, I really wanted to finish it with that right hand in the first round.
I remember.
I did kind of predict that with you guys, and we talked about it beforehand, and that would have been pretty cool to finish it, like I said. But, it was a great kind of blessing in disguise because I hadn't fought since October of last year, and, a little ring rust, it's a real thing. You're not in there as much, and you're trying to get comfortable, you're trying to get your timing, you're trying to deal with the moment. All those things are real variables and factors that come into play. So to get that time in, to fight all the way into the third round, into, finishing the fight, I believe it was like 4 minutes and 17 seconds or whatever into the third round, so I got pretty much all 3 rounds in and got a finish. So I got all my ring time. Was great.
Now, how did it feel, being able to come back and get in there and, go 3 rounds after being gone for so long?
Yeah, it feels really good, for numerous reasons. One of those being, obviously, you want to make sure you're in proper shape and able to handle the anxiety, of the moment. There's a real adrenaline dump that I'm sure you guys heard about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to control yourself. So it's good to know that you're still, even though having a little layoff, you're still able to manage yourself as a professional and go in there and calm the nerves and, just do your job. So that's very, very good for me on that part or aspect.
And how did it feel to get a win on a pretty big stage like LFA?
Oh man, it was, I intentionally didn't try to take everything in. Like, I have to win this fight. This is a great opportunity. I just went into it like another fight. But in the back of my mind, I knew how big of an opportunity it really was. And, it's a great victory. It's a national TV. A lot of people saw it. And I've had some really good opportunities come up immediately off of that, One of them, actually, I had to turn down. Only because I've never made bantamweight. I've never tried to make that weight. And it was right after the fight I got an offer to fight at bantamweight. And I would have to cut, and I was already back up to like 162.
Oh, shit.
And I had 2 weeks, I would fight on the 20th, and this would have been for Dana White's Contender Series.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, right. So I'm
damn.
That's going to come back around. But, me and my coaches and, all my guys, we had to kind of weigh it out and say, do we go ahead and try to make this weight right now and ruin an opportunity as far as taking it and maybe missing the weight or making the weight and then fighting horribly? So before I even made the final decision, I went over to Neuroforce and, talked to them, did some testing, and it was a strong no from them. Let me explain to you what your body's doing right now and compensating and trying to hold on to certain things and weight and water. And, this is going to be a horrible cut, and, you're going to fight horribly as well. So we advise that you probably don't do this, So I went with the professionals on that. Reluctantly had to turn that down for now, but got some other cool offers and things in the works. So I'm very faithful and confident things are going to work out like they're supposed to.
That's pretty fucking amazing, and it sucks you had to turn down an offer like that, but it sounds like you made the right decision. Has bantamweight even ever been an option for you? You're pretty big.
Yeah, you know, and the thing is too, like, I don't have a lot of body fat, you know, like when I'm walking around regularly, you know, like Neuroforce was informing me, like you're already about 8% body fat normally. When you cut down, you know, we want to get you around 4 would be safe. You know, beyond that is, you know, we're cutting a little much, so. Not to say I could never make 35 or fight there, but it would be something that I have to take extremely serious, and I would have to do it, you know, to the T. Everything would have to be perfect because, yeah, you know, I'm a good size, you know, dude. I walk around between, you know, 60, 65, and, you know, it's a good cut to 45 already, and I don't have a lot of extra to cut, you know, and fat, you know, so it's water weight, and I don't want to cut into my muscle. You know, and sacrifice my performance and strength and all that. So.
Or the beard. Or the beard.
Yeah, that's, you know, that's not negotiable, man.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, you should have seen mine before I had to hack it all off for job opportunities. I was that's probably about what, close to my belly.
Yeah.
Next time we're together, I'll show you my ID because I haven't changed the picture.
On a watch list there.
All right, so let's talk about some of your teammates. I know Bobby, he fought tonight over at UFC Uruguay, and unfortunately he didn't get the win there. But I believe you had a teammate fight over for PFL, and he picked up a win. So why don't you go ahead and tell us who he is and how he got it done and where he goes from there.
Yeah, you know, I haven't kept up as much with PFL, but meeting Jordan recently, you know, great guy. You know, we got a lot of additions to Fight Ready's MMA fight team, and, you know, he's one of them. And in PFL, he just cemented a victory that I believe they call it the playoffs. So he got his ticket to, you know, one step closer to that $1 million. You know, think about the fight game, and a lot of guys that aren't used to making any kind of really good money until you get to a really big show, you know, to have a chance within a few fights to make $1 million is an amazing opportunity. So, you know, he's back to it. You know, it's business as usual. Get back on the grind and train, get ready for the next one, and just, you know, sky's the limit for that guy. I'm very proud.
Yeah, and they already have the next match set. Do we know who he's fighting?
You know what? I'm sure they do. I'm not familiar at this point with who that's going to be.
Okay. Well, hey man, that's awesome. You know, you and your guys are, you know, top notch, and everybody's getting wins everywhere. So I mean, we can't win them all, but you know, when it comes to the important ones, at least you know, we're in it as far as PFL is concerned. He's in the running for $1 million. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. Now, the mouth is healed. I'm pretty sure most of the damage that you took, as far as, you know, your body is concerned from the fight, I'm pretty sure you're mostly healed by now.
Oh yeah, you know, this is very minor things. Like, you know, when you go into a fight and you start blasting people, leg kicks and stuff, you know, I went right into it trying to tear his legs up, and, you know, little knots in your shin and stuff, but those are very superficial and pretty much almost gone completely. So yeah, I'm about 100%, you know.
Injury-free too as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely, injury-free. And, you know, I've already started training again last week. I did a full week already. And
damn.
I got a new strength and conditioning coach at Fight Ready named Chad EK. This guy's amazing. You know, so that's another thing that's going to be in addition to my game. Believe it or not, I don't do any strength and conditioning. All my stuff comes from just jiu-jitsu and then my just mixed martial arts routine, whether that's wrestling or striking. You know, I don't have a strength and conditioning coach until now. This is the first time I've ever had it. So I'm very excited about the gains that I'm going to make. And I already feel like a very strong and dynamic person. But just to add to it with actual training, you know, as far as strength and conditioning is, you know, it's going to be something, man. I'm gonna be a different guy every time I come in the cage. That's my goal. And I'm looking to impress every time.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to see what kind of strides you make. And do we have an idea of where we want to go next? Are we going to stay with LFA, or are we going to field some other offers?
Well, LFA definitely contacted me after the show. And, you know, they pretty much thanked me for putting on a great show and let me know that they're going to be back in November. So, I'm assuming when they come back, they'll, look for a fight for me as well and offer me something. We'll be in contact with them. But I definitely want to fight before then if I can. So I've actually have some things on the radar as far as in Canada. I've been kind of talking, my coach has been talking to me. So I have a gentleman, I won't say too much about it right now, but I got someone to look up where there might be possible title fight in Canada on the 28th of September. So
oh, shit. That's awesome, man.
Nice.
Yeah. So staying busy for sure.
Right on, man. I also want you to keep the door open on some fun possibilities with Head Kick Audio. We're gonna be hoping that everything goes according to plan, but we're gonna be starting a video series where we do some fun shit with fighters. So I'm not really 100% sure what it is, but definitely it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be stupid, a little bit dangerous, but safe at the same time because you guys are fighters. I don't want you guys to get injured and get screwed out of opportunities. But if you could keep the door open for us as well, I'm pretty sure us and the team over here would really appreciate that.
No, definitely keep the door open, keep the mind open, and yeah, whatever you guys got, let me know, and I'm sure we can work something out. Sounds fun.
All right, cool, man. Well, fucking keep us posted on future opportunities as far as fights are concerned, and we'll definitely be in touch as far as the opportunities with us. As soon as we get everything squared away, we'll contact you. But thanks for coming on the show, man.
No, absolutely. I definitely will keep you guys in the loop. I really appreciate you guys. I know you guys are new to what you're doing, but I think you're doing a fantastic job, and I think the sky's the limit for y'all, and I'm glad that I'm a part of it as well. So. As we say in jiu-jitsu, respect, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, that really means a lot to us, man. You have no idea. So, again, have yourself a great night and stay healthy, my friend. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, guys. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Later.
All right, take it easy.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was Paris Stanford. Featherweight just picked up a win over at LFA 72 against Jake Heffernan. That was the grinder, right?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I got fucked up because I said Kyle, and yeah. Kyle is hopefully we're gonna be able to get him on the show tonight. I kind of wanted to go over the PFL and Dana White's Contender Series, and then we'll go ahead and give Kyle a call. So yeah, let's talk about Dana White's Contender Series real quick, okay. And then we'll take a break and then bring on Estrada, the Hoosier, and roll on from there. So Dana White's Contender Series. This is the 22nd or 23rd show. 23rd show.
Yep.
Our boy Harvey Park. I think there was an injury there, dude. I don't know if
there had to have been.
Yeah, because that forward pressure is like his thing, and when he's not able to do that, I mean, he was still doing it, just not as well as he usually does. So I'm hoping he's okay. I texted him right after the fight, but I'm pretty sure he's probably pretty upset about the fight not going his way. It's still fucking entertaining as all hell, you know. And the word on Twitter is he's got a lot of support. He's got a lot of fucking support, man. So I don't think he's got anything to worry about. But the wins on Dana White's Contender Series: Omar Morales defeated Harvey Park via. He TKO'd Harvey Park in the second round. Lucrecia
Ria.
She defeated Maria Santos via split decision here. Herbert Burns, Gilbert Burns' little brother, he picked up a win here. The submission with the triangle armbar combination in round one. Andre Muniz defeated Taylor Johnson. Submission, RNC there in the first round. And then Dwight Joseph defeated Jay Perrin via unanimous decision. And who were the contracts awarded to, my friend?
Dang it, that's in my other notebook.
That's in your other notebook?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I know Burns got a contract.
Yeah, I believe Burns. I believe
Oh, I know
Muniz.
Omar did too.
And,
Omar got a
Omar.
contract.
Yeah, I think there was 3.
Okay,
It
so
was Omar,
Burns and
Burns
Muniz?
and Muniz, I believe.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the 3 finishes on the card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so congratulations to Dana White Contender Series winners, and extra congratulations to the contract winners.
Definitely.
So Dana White's Contender Series keeps us busy on Tuesdays. We do our radio show right after Dana White's Contender Series. Sometimes, you know, the Contender Series goes into our radio show a little bit. We got to make adjustments. But so that's how it went down Tuesday night, and then we got PFL Week 6. We'll take care of that when we get back. But let's try and get the Hoosier on the line. Let's see if he's ready to do the dang thing. If not, we'll just we'll go ahead and keep rolling. So we'll see you guys in a minute. Welcome back, Head Kick Audio, episode number 19. You're here with Steve, Jonathan, and we got the Hoosier on, Kyle Estrada. What's going on, man?
Hey man, how you guys doing?
We're doing fantastic. Glad to have you on again. This time in an episode. How you like that?
I love it, man. I love going back on. I got back on with a win.
Hell yeah, man. Well, you were on the first time with a win. This time we got it done via majority decision, because I think a judge was hitting the bottles a little bit early.
Yeah, he must have been from Texas, for the Texas guy. It's all good. It's all good. The other judges done it right, and everyone else who watched it, even people I don't know from around the country, were commenting all on the stuff. So everyone saw it, how it should have been a unanimous decision.
Yeah, I was thinking at best 30-27, but I had it 30-26.
Yeah, I mean, the whole nut shot situation, I didn't think he should have got a point taken away, because there was only two fouls, and I thought it was supposed to be 3. And then I was also pressing forward when it happened. So usually when you press forward and someone's kicking when they're going backwards, there's always a chance of it hitting the nut.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So.
Well, you're taking that nut shot pretty well even after the fact. You're a tough son of a bitch.
It definitely knocked the wind out of me both times. So usually I wouldn't take the time out, but this time I even looked at my coaches because they were saying, "Don't let him breathe, don't let him breathe." I looked at him and was like, "No, it actually hurt this time."
It's like, don't let him breathe, don't let him breathe. It's like, well, I can't breathe.
Yeah, exactly. My biker, I've been hit in the groin before, and I remember like my third fight I got hit in the groin, and I just did it just to get my breath back, and it didn't actually hurt because I wear a steel cup. But this time he did like a kick push, and or a push kick, and it pushed everything up and in instead of just like, you know, from the side like a normal kick. So it actually hurt this time, so I had to take as long as I needed to get my stomach feeling better.
Well, because that's what it really is. Like, the pain is in the nuts, but then it's the stomach that you have to deal with.
Yeah, exactly. It knocked the wind out of me, so it was kind of like getting hit in the liver in a way.
Yeah.
So I just had to take my time with it. But other than that, man, I feel like I did amazing. Like, I felt so fluid. Like, I felt like I could see everything. Even though I didn't get hit, I felt like I saw the hits, and I saw what he was throwing. I saw it move out of the way and got hit, but everything else, I moved out of the way.
Yeah, I think it was a fantastic performance. It was damn near flawless. I'm really excited for what's next. Do we have any idea?
So I've been talking with LFA, and they kind of, I'm not going to say they exactly said this, but basically I can kind of fight whenever I want. And then I got an offer to fight for, my manager messaged me this morning to fight for Brave out in Europe.
Okay, I've heard good things about that promotion.
I love Brave. I know one of my teammates, Bubba Jenkins, is the champion at 145.
Yeah, he just fought. He just defended.
Yeah, and he tells me that it's like they pay really well and stuff like that. Which the pay was going to be great, but that day I have a wedding to go to, and if it's not going to be a UFC, I'm not going to miss this wedding. And I kind of don't want to fight in September. I want to give myself a break. I unless it's the UFC. If it's the UFC, I'm doing it no matter what. I don't care how I feel. I don't care what I have planned. I'm doing it. Obviously, why would I miss that?
Yeah, I believe that's probably why you're still here. You know, putting yourself through this, and it's to get to that UFC. Well, that's pretty cool. Aside from that, how you feeling? Any injuries coming out of that fight, or relatively unscathed?
Every time I fight, my legs are sore when I'm done, but that's it. My legs are always sore because I kick so much.
Yeah.
But it goes away within like a week, and I just chill in the hot tub, or when I go to practice, I just use my hand for the first week back from a fight. My legs are always sore after a fight, even the fights that I've lost. Like I just kick so much.
Well, let me remind the listeners and the viewers, he defeated Ricky Ferrar via leg kicks, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was that guy. Leg kicks. That was the only time in the LFA, or the second time?
It was the second time. Technically it was the first. I hate that they say it was the second, because the first guy, he did beat the shit out of the guy with leg kicks, but he finished with punches. I don't even think I threw a punch. Well, I guess I did. I landed a few counter punches, but other than that, I think I threw maybe 2 or 3 punches. I finished this fight solely on leg kicks.
Yeah, I remember that. You were beating that kid up, and his leg just was fucking garbage after
even,
that.
the last opponent that I just had, I actually messaged him after the fight to let him, to thank him, because he didn't need to take that fight. It was a 2-week notice fight. He didn't have to take the fight, so I decided to message him that night, and I was just like, thank you for taking the fight, and you're a hell of a fighter. He's a really good person anyway, so...
Yeah, we had him on the show.
Why be a jerk, so... Then he messaged me back, and he's like, I knew you... He didn't, not for word, but he basically said, I knew you kicked hard, but goddamn, you really kicked hard. Yeah. I mean, it's cool to hear that back, to get that feedback, because I know I do kick hard, but it's great to have someone that you actually competed against.
It's validation.
You actually kick.
It's validation.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've had a few opponents in the past, like David Duran. We fought twice, and I'm friends with him. Why be mad at these people? We're all chasing the same dream. But
exactly.
I remember I saw him before I fought Louis Smoker. And said, man, just use your kicks, man. Your kicks. Everybody's gonna be afraid of your kicks. You kick so damn hard, and it's just it's really nice, I worked really hard at it. I'm very OCD about technique, so I worked my ass off trying to be clean. Mm-hmm. And it's really rewarding to watch my fights and be like, damn, I look clean.
No, and you do.
Technical.
Yeah.
And it's only getting better. I mean, you're only getting better.
Get better every fight.
Hell yeah, I agree. And like you said, Cody, he did miss weight, and I'm glad that there's no bad blood between you two.
Yeah, no, because I mean I've been there, and he did look like he was trying to make weight at the weigh-in. He really did look sucked in. So, if he said that he did try to make weight, I 100% believe him, because he looked like he was trying to make weight. And then in the past, I've missed weight before, and I've always tried my hardest to make weight at 125. So I understand what it feels like. And it was really good for me to fight someone, because I've always been afraid to go up a weight class, because I never thought I was, big enough for 135.
Well, he did make you...
Rewarding.
Yeah, he did make you look a little small.
Yeah, so it was me and my coach were talking about this the other day. It was a huge confidence booster for me to fight someone who was taller, had a 7-inch reach advantage, and missed weight by almost 4 pounds. And everything I never wanted to fight at bantamweight, I did, and I felt like I was in control the whole time.
Yep, absolutely. That's the way I saw it. That's the way the rest of the world saw it, except for one crazy fucking judge.
Yeah. I still will never understand that. I would like to talk to them about that.
Maybe it's better that you don't. Maybe some people are just better left.
Yeah, I plan.
Stupid.
If I'm not in the UFC, I told Ed Swords and the other guys at LFA that I would like to go back to Dallas, because I actually sold a lot of tickets there too, and they were all front row seats.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Nice.
If I had more of a notice, I could probably sell at least 50 front row seat tickets. I could sell that stuff out.
Damn. Not bad. Not bad for a Hoosier.
Yeah. I know. Someone who's from Indiana and lives in California selling out in Dallas. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So what were you able to catch as far as fights are concerned this week?
So Elise Anderson, she's the reason why I have the. Do you know what I'm talking about, Elise Anderson?
Yes, I do. She's a little badass.
Yeah. So she, I met her. I gotta say September of 2017. I fought in Long Beach, and she had some teammates from the Las Vegas gym that she trained at on the card, and I met her there, and I remember seeing her fight, so I talked to her, and I was like, hey, you're very exciting, nice to meet you, like, I liked watching your fight the other day. So I became friends with her that night, and then, like, after the Smoka fight, I was looking for a fight, and I just made a post on Facebook, and it was basically saying, I have no manager, and I'm trying to look for a fight, so if anybody knows any promotion around the Midwest or California, let me know. And then she messaged me about it, and I was like, yeah, I just don't have a manager, so this is hard. So she put me in touch with Sucker Punch, and I got a management based off her. Like,
damn, that's what's up.
So I definitely got to give a huge shout out to her, and she is a little badass. And like her, I watched her fight last night. That's the only fight, that fight, and then the fight that's probably going to get fight of the year. I don't know who the girls' names are, but the wrestler, and then...
Are you talking about Victoria, Leandro, and Stephanie Geltmacher?
I think where the judges messed up.
Yep, that was the fight. Yeah, that was a badass fight too, man.
That was awesome. I don't even care who won that fight. That should have been a draw, because that was amazing.
Yeah, that was bloody as hell. Did you see the before and after picture of the canvas?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking insane. The canvas was originally white, and it was red by the time they were done.
Whenever they walked in the cage, the canvas was plain. There was nothing on it, and then when they were done, it was filthy.
Yeah.
And that's not even the funniest part of the Invicta canvas is like LFA. It's not actually a canvas material. It's like if you pour water on it, you're gonna slip.
No shit.
That type of material. So the fact that the blood stained that much, they couldn't even clean it up. That's pretty insane.
Yeah, that's a lot of blood.
I caught Anderson's fight, and then she actually has a blood like disorder, like where the small veins in her feet sometimes won't allow the oxygen to get into the veins. And if you notice, you can go on her Instagram and see her toes turn completely pale white. And what that disease does is it causes, like, it's like if you ever get into an ice bath. Have you ever been in an ice bath?
We're doing it tomorrow morning, as a matter of fact.
Okay, so when you get into the ice bath, if you're not used to it, it's going to feel like pins and needles in your legs. So this happened to her in the fight in round two. If you look at her feet, like her feet are red because the blood is rushing.
Mm-hmm.
And then right when her toes meet her feet, they're all ghost white. And it causes a shit ton of pain. It feels like basically someone stabbing your toes, and that girl fucking sucked it up. And she's a small young female, and she sucked that up and still won the fight. That was pretty dope.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a badass fight too. I think most of that Invicta card was actually pretty good. I'm a very big fan of.
I need to go back and watch it. I want to watch it. I was busy.
Yeah, when you get a second, go check that card out. Were you able to catch any of the fights tonight, or were you training?
I'm watching. I watched the highlights of Luke versus Perry.
Did you see his nose?
Right now, it's in round one. Luke is someone that I watch almost every week. His technique is like him and Edson Barboza.
Yeah, I remember that.
Aldo, and man, what's the one guy? The white guy from Israel Adesanya's gym.
Hooker?
I'm talking about
Hooker?
What's his name? Hooker, yes, Hooker. Hooker, Luque, and Edson Barboza, and Jose Aldo are probably the four people that I watch weekly.
Yeah, see, I never forget hookers.
Yeah. I wouldn't forget the hooker.
But yeah, watch out the last, couple minutes.
Yeah.
Something happens and something looks pretty gruesome.
Oh, yeah, Instagram ruined that one for me.
Oh, okay, so you already know?
I saw that.
Yeah, Perry's face is no longer platinum.
Yeah, that's absolutely... That dude has to go to surgery right away for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty gross. Well, thanks for coming on with us. I know you probably got a lot of shit going on, and I'll definitely let you know how the ice bath goes tomorrow. So...
Yeah, you guys let me know. It's gonna suck, but if you suck it up and stay in, it's gonna feel so good when you're done.
All right, yeah, it's actually a challenge from a fighter that fought a week before you, Jacob McClintock. TikTok challenged me to an ice bath, and I guess I got to do it. So we're gonna do it tomorrow first thing.
I'm going to a farm store in Santa Clarita to go get a big hay tub so I can start doing ice baths in my backyard.
There you go. That's what's up. I'm just doing it in a little kiddie pool.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll get the video up for you. I'll tag you in it.
That would be dope. Let me know.
All right, cool, man. Well, thanks for sticking around with us, knuckleheads, and definitely keep us in the loop on what's going on with the future.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know when I get the next one lined up. It'll be soon.
Hell
Not
yeah.
September. Unless it's the UFC. If it's the UFC, I'll be fighting in September for sure.
Well, fucking Sean Shelby McMahon, what the fuck? Give the Hoosier a call, goddammit.
I know. I'm ready.
Yes, you are, my friend. Well, thank you, sir, and you have a good night, okay?
You're welcome, guys. You have a good night as well.
Alright, man. You take it easy. So that was Kyle, the Hoosier Estrada. He picked up a win over at LFA 73 over in Dallas, Texas. He fought the Bison.
Mm-hmm.
Bison has Cody Freeman.
Cody Bison Freeman.
Oh. He was a big guy that night. He missed weight, but still incredibly big for the division. And it was probably because he took the fight on short notice.
Mm-hmm.
There's no ill will. Given the shoddy decision, the shoddy kicks. I mean, not from Estrada's side, the ones that reared towards the nut section from the Bison. Yeah. So,
man, I would have just been like, I'm done. I'm not even gonna take my breaths. I would either just tap or be like, DQ his ass, DQ his ass.
Just don't ever get into a cage fight. Just don't. Don't ever do it.
I want to do it at least once.
You want to do it at least once?
At least once, just
okay,
to say
well, we got to figure out what fucking weight class you want to be at, because you can't do heavyweight. You're too short.
But I'm the right weight. I'll be a super heavyweight.
Anyway, so
that noise.
Thanks to Kyle and Paris for jumping on with us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Don't worry, they made the fucking flyer. So I'll have that shit up along with the episode. And also, you want to let everybody else know what's coming? What do we do? Well, what's happening? Don't tell me I'm going to have to do it. I'm the forgetful one. I'm the forgetful one.
Dude, I'll tell you what. There's been so much shit that's happened in like the last 24 hours. I've probably forgot, unless you're talking about the ice bath. Other than that, like, I have literally, like...
I'll let everybody know what's going on. Well, what's coming up for Head Kick Audio. We'll run through the fights. There was a lot to cover, so we'll run through the PFL, we'll run through Invicta, and we'll run through the UFC. We'll stick with the highlights. Mm-hmm. But let's kind of give the people a look at what's coming up for Head Kick Audio. I will say, number one thing, we actually had the pleasure of having a extended phone interview, a phone conversation with the one and only
Killer Gorilla.
That's right, Jared Cannonier, who headlines UFC Copenhagen. That's taking place September 28th in Denmark. So he's 2-0 since dropping to middleweight. Oh my God! Just go to Fight Pass and watch Jared Cannonier versus Iwan Kutalaba. And you can watch the whole fight because it's a great fight. My favorite part ever is like the last minute, because Cannonier drops his hands and is taking overhand rights, and it's like... Alright everybody, we're back. Episode 19, Head Kick Audio. We just spoke to Kyle, the Hoosier Estrada, who recently picked up a win over at LFA 73 in Dallas, Texas, over Cody, the Bison Freeman. It was really good to hear from him. I hope his future is well, and hopefully we can get in contact with him as soon as he books something.
Oh yeah.
Looking forward to that leg-kicking machine getting back to work.
I would rather watch him do the kicking than him kicking me, so it'll be all right.
Well, we're in the same boat there. Let's go ahead and move on to PFL Week 6. We had a vested interest in the preliminary card due to Kelvin Tiller, who kind of struck a string in the heart.
Mm-hmm.
We had a very deep and meaningful conversation with the Mama's boy, and me being a Mama's boy myself, I think we check a lot of the same boxes.
Yeah.
Only he's fucking PFL heavyweight, and I'm definitely not. So unfortunately, we were actually pretty busy on Thursday, so we're probably just going to go more over results than anything else, because I caught most of the preliminary card, but I did not catch the main card. So we are going through like monsoons and traffic and what do you call those, satellites, and just, children. There's I could give you all the fucking excuses in the world. How about I just give you the fucking results? How about that? You guys don't need to hear about our bullshit lives.
Give it to him.
All right, so Jordan Johnson defeated, what is that, Siggy?
Siggy Pasali? Siggy Pasalili.
Okay, now you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was a unanimous decision, 30-27s across the board. I did not get to see that fight, but it looks like it was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, Johnson was pretty dominant that fight. He basically was able to take Siggy down at the beginning of each round, and once he got him there, he just, I got you. You ain't going nowhere.
Okay, and Jordan Johnson, he fights out of the lab, no?
Believe so.
Yeah, I know. I think I saw him over at LFA. I think he's got a brother too, and they look very similar, if not twins. I saw two of them, so
maybe.
Unless I'm seeing double, on opposite sides of the fucking stage. Alex Spartan Nicholson knocks out Zeke Tooney Wiley, round 1. Emiliano Sordi, this guy is super fucking impressive. So I don't know if you caught his first fight in the PFL, or at least the first fight this season. He fought, go up a little bit so I can see. More? Vinny. He fought Vinny Magayesh. And just battered him, dude. Battered him. Okay? He got the win over... You gotta go back down for me. He got the win over Bozigit Atiev. Bozigit, right?
Bozigit Atiev.
Okay, yeah. See, PFL does a lot of these international fighters, and I'm like a national, like American, like Arizona. If it's really hard to pronounce your name, chances are I'm gonna fuck it up. And that's no disrespect, because a lot of these guys are pretty badass. Bozigit actually has a win over the PFL Season 1 winner in the light heavyweight division, Sean O'Connell. So he's got a win over the real OC, so I'm definitely not trying to disrespect the man, because I don't need fucking graybeard coming after me. Dennis Goltsov defeated Kevin Tiller.
Yeah, that was actually kind of crazy. I don't know what was going on. Kelvin didn't really look like himself.
He really didn't, and like I said, I can make all the excuses in the world, but I just, I wasn't in there, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems that like these guys, they get on with us, and they either do really good or something bad happens.
So maybe we should wait till something good? No,
I don't.
We can't be that bad of luck, can we?
No, but you're right. Something didn't look right. Something looked amiss. Also, he was dealing with a very big height and reach disadvantage.
Oh God, yeah.
That was fucking ridiculous. So it didn't matter too much, because Kelvin Tiller, he got 6 points in the first round. So he still clinched a spot in the playoffs. So he'll be in the playoffs. And then Francimir Barroso defeated Ben Edwards, and this was a huge mismatch. Okay, I get it that they're heavyweights, but Barroso had like 30 or 40 fucking MMA fights, and Ben had 4. I understand that Ben's a kickboxer. Kickboxing ain't MMA. Sorry. I don't give a fuck who you are. It's not MMA. It's not the same fucking thing. So that was a huge mismatch, and if you would have followed us on Twitter, you would have heard me chirp about that. But Barroso, I mean, he's fought at the UFC, so he's a high caliber fighter. You know, despite the fact that he didn't, make it in that promotion, he's still fighting here and getting wins. So it was 30-27 and a couple 29-28s. Ben didn't look bad. He didn't look bad, but at the same time, it was just a huge mismatch.
Yeah.
And then for your main card, again, we'll just go through results because unfortunately we did not watch the dang thing. So Umar Nurmagomedov defeated Saidmar Honorio.
Close enough. That's what I would have said.
Okay, and that was 30-27s across the board. Mohamed Daris, he defeated Valdrin Estrefi. Okay, knockout round 1, 2 minutes in, and Mohamed Daris, he actually fought Kelvin Tiller in the first round and succumbed to a first round Kimura. You remember that?
Yes, that was a beautiful Kimura.
That was a beautiful Kimura. So Mohamed looks like he's advancing into the playoffs. Maxim Grishin defeated Mikhail
Makhnatkin
via knockout in 48 fucking seconds.
Damn.
Ali Iziev defeated Karl
Samuna Tafa.
30-27s and a 29-28, so there's your decision there. Viktor Nemkov defeated Rashid Yusupov via split decision. Vinny Magayesh defeated Rakim Cleveland via armbar round 1. And then in your main event, you had Jared Rosholt, surprisingly or unsurprisingly, getting the decision over Satoshi Ishii. So let's take a look over at the PFL light heavyweight and heavyweight playoffs here. We'll start with the heavyweight since we're already there.
Okay.
So your quarterfinals, they're shaping up like this. Goltsov, who just defeated Kelvin Tiller, he got the number 1 seed and he's taking on number 8.
Ishii.
Okay. And then the Mama's boy, Kelvin Tiller, is taking on number 5.
Isaev.
Okay, and then the Spartan, he's Alex Nicholson. He's taking on number 8 ranked Franchimir Barroso.
Number 6, Barroso.
Okay. Oh, is that number 6?
Yes, sir.
Get your eyes checked, son. And then Darice is going to be taking on number 7 ranked Rochal. So Darice at number 2, Nicholson at number 3, Tiller number 4. And of course, Goltsov is number 1. He clinched that spot with his win over Kelvin Tiller. And then our light heavyweight playoffs, they're shaping up like this. You got Sorty, your number 1 seed, is just finishing fools left and right. He's taking on
Pesalele.
Okay, that's your number 8.
Number 8.
Okay, and then number 4, Ataev, is taking on number 5, Nemkov. And then number 3, is that Magoyesh?
Yep.
Okay, and who's he fighting?
The number 6 spot, Yusupov.
Okay, and then number 2, Grishin or Grisham?
Grishin.
Grishin?
Mm-hmm.
He's taking on Jordan Johnson, who's sitting at number 7. And fuck it, while we're here, this is all. So now they're done. They're done with the preseason. Now they're in the playoffs, right?
Yep.
So let's go ahead and real quick, just go over welterweight, lightweight, featherweight, women's lightweight. So
okay, we'll go right.
We'll just go right here, and we'll just go through it real quick. You got Franca versus Feijao or Philo.
Mm-hmm.
Howard versus Machad. Woo!
That's gonna be a good.
Sadabusai versus Ray Cooper. Okay, and then Magomed Sharimov or Karimov.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he's the rematch with Curtis.
Yeah, and hopefully that goes a lot better than the first time they fought.
I gotta tell you, bro, I'm fucking super pumped for that card. The welterweight division in PFL. That's my favorite division right now.
Yeah.
That's I got them goosies. All right, lightweight. In the men's division, you have number 1 seed and returning champion, Natan Schultz, and he's taking on
number 8, Nijim.
Nijim. He fought for the UFC. He was in a Ultimate Fighter. Very outspoken cat. So he's fighting Schultz. And then Aliev is fighting Magomedov. Chris Wade versus Nate Andrews. That's a good fight right there, buddy. And then Mamedov versus Radzhabov.
Yeah, Radzhabov.
Radzhabov?
Okay.
All right, and then let's go ahead and move on over to featherweight. Number 1 seed and returning champion Lance Palmer. He's going to be taking on, help me out.
Number 8, Rabadanov.
Okay, and then I believe that's Alex Gilpin is going to be taking on number 5 seed Andre Harrison. Okay, and then number 3
Laurentino
is going to be taking on number 6 or number 8.
Number 6.
Number 6 seed, I believe that's Jeremy Kennedy. He actually defeated Steven Seiler, and afterwards they shared a bite of pizza.
Nice.
From the same pizza. It was actually pretty cool. I think I mentioned that last episode. And then, come on, what does that say?
Number 2 seed, Habibulov.
Habibulov. He's going to be taking on Pineda. I wonder if that's Daniel Pineda.
Yeah.
That's Daniel Pineda? That dude, like, never goes to decision.
I can find out.
Well, let's find out after we go over the women's lightweight, because this one's pretty short. Okay, women's lightweight semifinals. They did an 8-women tournament. Notice I didn't say 8-man tournament. I said 8-women. You're welcome. So they're just going straight semifinals. And you have number 1 seed. That's right, number 1 seed Sarah Kaufman. Okay, she's fighting number 4 seed Larissa Pacheco, and then number 2 seed Kayla Harrison is going to be fighting, I think it's Jenna Fabian.
Yep.
Number
3.
Number 3, Jenna Fabian. So I'm actually pretty stoked about women's lightweight. It's looking pretty fucking, like, all these girls are big except for Sarah Kaufman. Like, I'm really digging, like, they're all the same size except for Sarah Kaufman. And who's number 1? I'll wait.
Oh, I don't want to fight you right now. I'm too tired, so I'll just...
It's Sarah Kaufman, that's right. It's Sarah Kaufman. She's a badass. So, yeah, let's go back to featherweight and see if that's Pineda. So real quick, while you're working on that, unless you're going to fucking find it, like, super quick.
I should, because it was... Daniel Pineda.
Yeah, okay, so he's 26-13, is that his record?
Yep, 26-13-0.
Yeah, okay. So I would love to see how many fights have gone the distance. Because I don't think he's ever won a fight via decision. I don't think he has. And he fought for LFA or Legacy. He fought for the UFC. He fought for Bellator. That dude has literally fought for every modern major organization in like the past 5 years. He's fought for them. Except for maybe World Series of Fighting, but World Series of Fighting is PFL. And every time the dude fights, you just know there's going to be a fucking finish. The dude he fights wild. He fights wild. He gives 0 fucks. I love watching the dude fight because you know you're getting a fucking show. So you can always put this dude, you know, pretty high up on the card. And yeah, you can go down and you can see the ratios. Yeah, so look at that. 0 decisions. 0.
Ooh, and their majority is submissions.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, the dude he doesn't like judges. Now go to his losses. His losses are, I'll go up, and they were right there. His losses are, does it tell you?
Oh, here, let me do this.
Yeah, you can switch over to losses. Okay, so he has lost some decisions. So he's actually been to the scorecards. It just doesn't go his way. Okay, but if he wins, It's not because the judges gave him a gift or, you know, he got a split or he dominated somebody.
That's right.
He's finishing fools.
He went and took that shit.
Yeah. So he's either putting your lights out or taking a limb home or fucking choking you out. So that's Daniel Pineda. So, you know what? I'm going to fucking reach out to that guy, see if he wants to come on.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, that'd be really fucking dope. So that's PFL Week 6, and we went over, you know, the playoffs. We went over all the playoffs.
Yep.
Okay, so look out for that in October. In October, and I believe the playoffs are taking place in
Las
Vegas, and then the finale is going to take place in New York.
Yep.
Which,
MSG.
which hopefully we'll be able to obtain. Fingers crossed over here, everybody. All right, Invicta had a card this weekend, and it was Invicta 36. Top of the bill, you had a featherweight. That's right, I said a featherweight title. Now, for those of you who don't follow Invicta, they're an all-female promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no males on the cards except for the dude holding the card that says what round.
Oh, they do that?
They do the ring card boy. And it's Elias Theodorou.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the guy that just got cut from the UFC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
Can't laugh about that.
No, because it's very weird. 8-3 in the UFC, and then you cut the guy. I get it. He was not the flashiest fighter on planet Earth, and if he won, it was usually via decision. And
Yeah.
decisions, were pretty boring.
Mm.
He was a great fighter that just wasn't very exciting.
Yeah.
So, well, maybe not a great fighter. Maybe a good fighter. Maybe great fighter's the wrong word because
An okay fighter.
He's not like a. Well, what would you consider the difference between being a great fighter and a good fighter? A good fighter is probably somebody that's got, a lot of wins compared to their losses and maybe hasn't got a title. And maybe a great fighter is somebody who's reached greatness.
Well, I think what separates a good from a great fighter is a good fighter, yeah, you get your wins, but you kind of get them by the skin of your teeth. Like you were going out there and you weren't really doing your best, but you were doing your best. You kind of just going through the motions to get the W. A great fighter knows what they're doing, hones their skills, uses those skills to, put people down. They're an exciting fighter.
Well, you can be a great fighter without being an exciting fighter. Look at George St. Pierre. The dude was a jabbing machine, a takedown machine. I mean, he beat people by just being a better athlete than them. So, I consider GSP a great fighter.
Mm-hmm.
He was a champ in 2 divisions. That's right, 2.
Yeah.
He had the welterweight strap for the longest fucking time. And, he probably, well, not probably, at least in my eyes, did drop that decision to Johnny Hendricks.
Mm-hmm.
But, he had the strap at welterweight. And then he went up to middleweight a few years later after he retired and, choked out Bisping. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great fighter. But then I'm like, okay, so Donald Cerrone's never had a fucking a belt. WEC or UFC.
Well, maybe this...
Yeah, he's a great fighter, though.
Maybe this will be his year. And if not this year, because, we're almost kind of done with it, at least, fight schedule-wise.
Dude, he's fighting Justin Gaethje next.
Hey, maybe after that, maybe.
Dog. Well, he's already had a couple title shots. But dude, Justin Gaethje. Okay, let me just put it to you this way. Donald Cerrone's not a fast starter. Justin Gaethje starts at 100 miles an hour. And keeps that pace through 5 fucking rounds.
Do you know what I would be doing? Just come at me, bro. Come at me.
Alright. I don't know. I don't know.
Not really, but I mean, shit. That's probably what I would do at first, but then I'd be like, get your shit together.
Okay, so let's talk about Invicta 36. This was a great card. This is a fucking, just hands down, a great card. To open up the event, you had Julia Atolino defeat Megan Colley via unanimous decision, 30-27s across the board. Julia making her debut, her professional debut.
Nice.
And Megan Colley, she was either 1-0 or also making her professional debut. So these girls opened up the card, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Both girls tall, both 35ers, so this was a bantamweight affair. Both girls. I think I'd be a dick if I didn't, commend their skill for being as new to the sport as their records would indicate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Both girls actually looked pretty good for making their debuts.
Yeah, well, don't a lot of fighters, at least do like 3 or 4 like amateur fights before they try to go pro?
Oh, dude, a lot of fighters just go straight pro, dude.
Really?
A lot of fighters just go pro, man. So, but yeah, a pretty good fight. A pretty good fight. 30-27s kind of makes it seem like it was, dominant. No, they were just, Julia was doing more. She was landing more. She looked real good. And then you had Erin Hart defeat Autumn Norton via split decision. And, okay, look, Autumn Norton, she lost the fight, okay? But the girl has some slick fucking hands and some great footwork. Great footwork. She may have lost this fight, but she gained some fans, you know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
Yeah. Okay, and then you had Caitlin Simmons defeat Chantel Coates. Rear naked choke. I believe Caitlin is the ginger. She's the ginger.
Ooh.
Okay. She was getting tagged up on the feet, bro. And that Chantel, bro, I don't know. I think these girls are like 105 or 115. Okay, so they're teeny tiny girls.
Was it the atom weight or something?
Yeah,
like
atom
that?
weight. But that Chantel dog, dude, her fucking legs, bro, they're bigger than mine. They're bigger than mine. You know, and she's only 5 foot. I'm 5'7" on a great day. Okay, on a good day I'm about 5'6.5". Okay, on a shitty day I'm 5'6". Okay, so we'll just call it 5'7", because today was a great day. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm 180 pounds, 179 on a good day. And, I got some pretty beefy legs for a little dude. She's got some fucking legs, man. And I'm not saying, she's got fat legs. I mean, that's mostly muscle.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, just from the waist down, she's pretty fucking thick, bro. And, she was beating Simmons on the feet. There's no two ways about it. But Caitlin said, all right, enough of this shit. I'm putting you down. I'm choking you out. And she did. She did. It was pretty cool. So it was cool to see the ginger. And I've seen Simmons fight before. I believe I saw her a couple cards ago for Invicta. So it might have even been the last one. I don't know.
Yeah,
Invicta cards are very, spaced out.
Yeah.
So...
name sounds familiar.
Yeah. And then Elise Anderson, this is the one that the Hoosier was talking about earlier. I actually follow this girl on the Instagram. She's a great follow because she likes doing stuff that girls don't normally like to do. And I'm not saying that she's not, a girl or nothing.
Yeah, but, like a girly girl.
Yeah. I can definitely guarantee that, let's see, the fights happen Friday night, Saturday morning. So earlier today, she was on her motorbike.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll guarantee it. So we've been busy, so I haven't been able to check her Insta, but I'll fact check that shit. And then our friend Victoria Leonardo, she defeated Stephanie Geltmacher. Now this was a weird one, Jonathan, because they originally announced it as a split decision win, I believe, for Stephanie Geltmacher.
Ooh.
They interviewed Stephanie Geltmacher. It was a great post-fight interview. She had me fucking laughing. Because when Laura Sanko asked her, hey, what's next? She goes, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. You know what I mean? It's super fucking cute, right?
Yeah.
I believe she's Hawaiian. She's a fucking badass wrestler. And she says the takedowns weren't working for her. It didn't even look like she was looking for the takedowns. She just wanted to throw fucking hands.
Yeah.
Okay? So this was and dude, okay, like I said, canvas was this color, okay, when the fight had started, and then my tile is what it looked like. You can't see my tiles, but they're fucking red, okay? They're red as fuck. They're dark, like blood red. That's what the canvas fucking looked like. And now I bet you're wondering what my tiles look like. Maybe next time I'll show you.
Check out the Instagram.
Right?
Check the gram.
But yeah, So, and then a commissioner comes in, right? And then the guy lets him know, like, hey, I'm sorry. They got it wrong. They counted the cards wrong.
What?
It was a unanimous decision for Victoria Leandro. So they bring Victoria in there and interview her, and she's just like, you know, I thought I did enough to win that fight. My coaches are pretty honest with me, and, you know, they said I won it. You know, maybe a split decision, but I won it. So I've never seen any shit like that. The commission, hey, the motherfucker, he came up and he owned it right there on fucking, I would say national television, but it's on Fight Pass. It doesn't fucking matter. He did it right then and there. He took that one on the chin like a fucking man.
Yeah.
So props to whoever that fucking guy is. Because I can't guarantee, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't the one that fucked it up.
Yeah.
Or even if he did. It takes balls to go on there and fucking correct that big of a fucking error on the spot like that. That shit's fucking nuts, dude. And dude, it was a great fight. It was awesome. It was bloody. It was fucking two chicks, like, literally looking to kill each other, and both of them ready to die.
I think that's the type of fight that I would like to.
Yeah, you need to go back.
I'm definitely gonna, because I made every attempt to try to watch this thing, and just every time I wanted to go to watch it, something happened. Kids needed something. Wife wanted to watch football. And I'm like, come on, dude, I gotta watch this shit.
Hashtag dad life.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, I was very excited for football season this year because this is year number 2 where I'm not working the graveyards, I believe. And last year it didn't happen because of one reason or another. And now we're doing this, and this takes precedent for me. So, no football for me. But that's okay. So, did you find something out?
Yeah, if I found the right thing. Looks like
Shannon Knapp is the founder.
Shannon Knapp is the founder.
Yeah. It looks like you didn't find shit. So.
I did not.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. The dude came and he ate that one on the chin. So, give me back my results, bro. You guys can't see it, but I got a big old TV over there that he goes and shows me everything.
Even the wrong stuff.
Right? Okay, but hey, when we're wrong, we take it on the chin.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how we roll here at Head Kick.
So, Victoria Leandro, she gets the decision there. And I'm trying my damnedest to also get her on the show. I thought it was an incredible performance, and I also had her win in the fight. Okay? So, we'll see what happens with that. Jessica Del Boni takes a split from Lindsay Van Zandt. Lindsay was really looking to, you know, take the fight into her realm on the ground, which is where she would prefer it. And the Brazilian was, you know, not all too interested in that. She got put in a couple tough spots, but she was able to get out of it. I don't really remember a whole lot about this fight. All I do know is, you know, what the screen is telling me is Del Boni won. Okay, and then in your co-main event, now Ducati's a little fucking badass. Okay, she fought for Bellator. She went on kind of a skid over there, and I think Bellator probably did the right thing. It was like, you know what? Just why don't you fucking take some time and go get some experience? You know what I mean? Because yes, Invicta is badass, and Invicta is where, I mean, fucking champions are born. You know what I mean? So many fucking female fighters have gone through Invicta that have fought for the UFC and Bellator and PFL and World Series of Fighting when it was that. I mean, it's insane. And they're sending fighters to Rizin, they're sending fighters to one championship, they're sending fighters to everywhere in the world. Okay? So Ducati comes, and she's fighting for Invicta over here at 36. I believe that, what was this, in Kansas City, Kansas? Where was this card?
Yep, Kansas City, Kansas.
Damn, I got a great memory. I couldn't even see that. All right. Well, Ducati, she's normally she fights at 25. Okay. This fight was, I believe, was at 115. I don't know if this was her first fight at 115 or if she returned to 115. All I know is she wasn't the one that missed weight.
Oh.
Yeah, her opponent, Janisa, she missed weight.
Man, what's up with all these fighters missing weight all of a sudden?
It's not all of a sudden. I just think it's becoming more of a problem.
Yeah.
Because fighters have been missing weight since forever.
Yeah, well, at least like since I've been getting into it, you know, since I'm the MMA white belt.
That's right, at the MMA White Belt on social media.
You know, last couple of cards, you know, a lot of fighters are missing weight, and it's like that's kind of like your number. I wouldn't say number one job, but yeah, it's your number one job.
Well,
like you gotta make sure you make weight so you can fight, so that way you can, you know, get the opportunities that come your way.
Yeah, the way that I saw it was if I didn't make weight, I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to fight. When I did my 2 amateur bouts. Amateur doesn't fucking matter. As soon as you go pro, your amateur record, it doesn't matter. It doesn't count against you.
Yeah.
You could be 0-19. You could have 0 wins and 19 losses. As soon as you turn pro, guess what? You're back to undefeated at 0-0-0. You know
so
what I
you're
mean?
telling me there's a chance.
Yeah, I am telling you there's a chance that technically, if we were to go pro right now, we would be undefeated. We would be undefeated.
Nice.
So, I could just say that I'm a professional fighter. I'm an undefeated professional fighter right now. Potentially. Eventually, right?
Yeah.
But Ducati put her down, dude. Put her down. She looked like a fucking, like the epitome of composure. She looked fucking badass. She looked slick. And she looked good at 115 pounds. Okay? And the girl that she was fighting, former title challenger, you know, a shorter girl, but she's big, dude. Like, she big old fucking thighs, big old fucking buys. You know what I mean? She was a pretty thick chick for how short she was. And Ducati fucking put her out, dude. Put her out. And the girl was, like, trying to contest it. And I'm like, no, you fucking went limp.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way in hell that ref is going to fucking let you continue.
Yeah, if you go limp, it's the ref's job to be like, okay, they're going to die.
No, and it was a good stoppage, man. It was a good stoppage. And they put it in the books as a knockout, which is how I saw it. You know, because a lot of judges or referees or whatever will, you know, they'll see that the person woke up like almost right away and just call it like a TKO or something. Yeah. Or maybe they stopped it and the fighter was already waking up. Yeah. You know, so, but no, they put it in the books as a knockout, which is fucking awesome. Fun fight. It lasted all of 4 minutes. So I was kind of just settling into the fucking, you know, sofa, drinking, I think it was cup number 2 of the coffee. I think I had like 3 or 4 today. So, and that's right, I was using my Oreo creamer. I believe that's International Delight. We do not have a sponsorship from them, but I'm going to drop that anyway.
Because it's delicioso.
Oh, yes. So Ducati gets a knockout in round 1. And then in your main event, the featherweight title fight, which was the fight I was looking for towards this fight. I was looking, am I saying that right?
You were looking forward
to this fight the most.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did it just, wow. That literally.
Because you were so excited.
It fucked me all the way up. But dude, I thought this fight was going to play out way different. I thought it was going to be Caitlin, you know, controlling the exchanges on the feet, stuffing the takedowns, and eventually working TKO in the 4th round. Like, literally, that's how I predicted this fight. And, no. Pam got the win. And, I mean, you have... Excuse me. You have a 50-44... a 49-45 and a 48-45. So it was not the fight that I was thinking it was going to be.
Yeah.
Pam was able to get her takedown. She was able to control the majority of the exchanges when they were on the floor. And she also wasn't afraid to throw hands.
Yeah.
Or afraid. She was not afraid. I'm afraid that's going to become a thing.
It might now.
So she follows Chris Cyborg, Megan Anderson, and Felicia Spencer. She's the 4th featherweight title holder
Mm-hmm.
in Invicta history.
Nice.
So, congratulations to Pam Sorensen. Kind of makes me not ever want to doubt this girl ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the girls ahead of her, Megan Anderson, Chris Cyborg, Felicia Spencer, they're all strikers.
Yeah.
And Pam Sorensen, she did lose to Felicia Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that fight's already happened. But she's shown improvement. And she's shown that she could fucking, get some shit done. And she also had like a 3-pound cyst in her stomach somewhere.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ouch. And she fought with that.
Shit.
Yeah.
She's more tough than me.
Yeah. Well, most women are, Jonathan.
Shit.
Most women.
Shit. I get a cut and I'm like, I ain't doing fucking shit.
Oh, well. Just imagine carrying a baby for 9 months and then having to pop it out of your pee-pee.
Just kidding. I know that's some crazy shit, dude.
Okay, so let's go ahead and let's talk about what we got coming up.
All right.
Okay.
Let me get some agua.
Let me get some. There's water in here somewhere. All right. So tomorrow morning, we are going to be doing a challenge. We got challenged by Jacob TikTok McClintock. Okay, this fool challenged me to get into an ice bath. So I was smart about it. And I convinced my friend Liam to do it with me. So, but we don't have, one of those tin little horse troughs or whatever the fuck they do their little baths in. I got a kiddie pool, because I'm short enough for that shit. My buddy, on the other hand, is 6'4".
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so he's going to be doing his in like a 55-gallon tote.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Yeah, it's long as hell. So he's going to get an ice bath there. I'm going to do the ice bath in my kiddie pool, right? Because I'm an adult and I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I challenged Austin Arnett to a beer chug.
Ooh.
So directly after, right after the ice bath, gotta chug a fucking beer.
Ooh. Hopefully that doesn't mess your body up, dude.
So, and we're gonna fucking, this is how ballsy we are. We're gonna record this whole fucking thing. It's gonna be not audio, it's gonna be all video, right? And then we're gonna put it on YouTube. We're gonna put this fucking dumb ass idea all on YouTube for everybody to see. So you're gonna see you can see my belly, you're probably gonna see my nips. You're gonna see my my nice American flag swim trunks, and maybe my American flag flippy floppies, and my pink kiddie pool.
So American, then pink pool.
That's okay. I think we're gonna be doing some Alaskan Moosehead.
Ooh.
That's what we're gonna be drinking. So I'm actually having one tonight. So we're not sponsored by them either. But you know what? Hey, fuck it. I already talked about them. I can sit there until I'm ready for it. Okay, while I'm drinking my Dos Equis back here.
We trying to get turned over here.
Mm-hmm.
We have that going on, and we also caught up with the Killer Gorilla in a really badass interview. Really cool, down to earth guy. Dude, we talked to him for like what, almost an hour.
Yeah.
And he was like, I got like maybe 15 minutes, and it like turned into an hour, and it was amazing.
Yeah, Jared Cannonier is a pretty fucking cool dude.
Mm.
Really, like you said, down to earth guy, and actually gave us a decent amount of his life, or his time, I should say. Well, fuck, he gave us an hour of his life, really, when you think about it. So we're gonna get that thing put up here on the YouTube. But what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to do something a little bit different. So hopefully that all works out, and we're able to make it nice and pretty for y'all. What else do we have? I know that we have the gym shorts that we're still waiting on.
Mm-hmm.
So also, I just wanted all my listeners, if you guys have a gym that's close by to us, in Sierra Vista, Tucson, Phoenix, wherever, inside of Arizona, if you would like to be part of it, they're 4-part series is how we're going to break them down. We're going to go down there. All the recording and everything will be done in one day. So we come in there and we do it in one day. Okay? And then we edit it down into 4 episodes for 4 weeks. So each month we're trying to get a gym to be part of this gym series. And the gym series is called Gym Shorts. Yes, that's a play on the whole thing because there's short videos and they're at gyms. And I'll be wearing gym shorts, I'm sure. Right?
Let's hope.
But basically, this is to promote the gyms, get to know the coaches, trainers, and athletes at these specific gyms, and also you get to fucking kick our ass on video for everybody to see.
Oh, yeah.
So if your gym is interested, contact us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, comment on the YouTube video. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just get a hold of us. So we're at HK_AZ on Instagram, Headkick Audio on Twitter, and the same thing on Facebook. Okay? So, or you can hit at the MMA White Belt or at Steven Frontroth or Steve Front 09, whatever the hell I am. We got to come up with something cool for me like that. And then we also do a radio show on Tuesdays right after the Contender Series. It's craniumradio.com if you want to fucking check out our shit. It's just a little bit on the heavy side because we do that metal music.
That's right.
What is that noise? Grr. Right?
That's as good as I'm going to get.
Okay. And then...
we were talking about Kelvin Tiller earlier, heavyweight fighter for the PFL. He is on episode 4 when we interviewed him. Really cool, down-to-earth guy. You'll really like that interview. Check out episode 4 on our YouTube channel, Spotify, iTunes, everywhere that you can find a podcast to listen to. We're fucking on it.
I hope they don't find a site that we're not on and throw that in our face.
You know what? If that happens, let us know, because then we will get on that shit.
They're gonna be like, hey, dickhead, you guys quit SoundCloud how long ago?
Well, SoundCloud's a different story.
So let's go ahead and move on to the UFC now that everybody knows what the fuck we're gonna be doing. Also, what we were talking to Paris about, real quick. We're also going to try to add in another series type thing where we do fun shit outside of gym with some MMA fighters that fight on the local cards here in Arizona. So, like, we're going to try and get with some of the guys from the LFA card that just happened in Phoenix, LFA 72. So we talked to Paris about it a little bit. But basically, we're going to try and get together some events with MMA fighters and incorporate fighting in some way. It's going to be safe, but it's also going to be dangerous. It's going to be funny, and it's also going to be stupid. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let me just put it to you that way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can all but promise you, like, full body knight armor will be involved in one way, shape, or form. Okay? It's going to be nonsense, and it's going to be hilarious. Okay, so UFC Uruguay or UFC on ESPN Plus, like, what was it, 8? 14? Holy shit!
Way off.
Way off.
You want to start bottom, top bottom?
Let's go top bottom. Let's go top bottom.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, so in the main event, we had a title fight in the women's flyweight division, and this was actually a rematch between Valentina Shevchenko, or as I like to call her, Bullet. That's her nickname. Yeah. Right? She shoots guns and she's super talented at this fighting thing.
Oh, yeah.
And she dances when she wins. And I just like the way that she talks. So this was a rematch from 2010. It was Valentina Shevchenko's first professional loss. So she got this one back via unanimous decision, 50-45s across the board. Every single round went to Shevchenko. We were talking a little bit earlier about, that 5th round when you're down. Like, you lost clearly every single round, and you go into the 5th round, and what do? Well, if you're Carmouche, you just fight like the first 4. Yeah. You don't come out guns a-blazing trying to fucking kill somebody.
Yeah, I mean, especially, dude, this is for a fucking title. like, you might not ever get to fight for a title ever again. And you're just gonna let it slip through your fingers like that. It's like, dude, if you want it, you gotta go out there and fucking take it.
I will say this. The UFC is a marketing fucking machine. Okay? If they wanted to market the fucking, the trilogy, they could. Because they're 1-1 now. So they could. So let's say Liz Carmouche says, alright, I fucked up. And then she comes out and starches 2 girls in a row.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying her career is over just because she missed out on her second title fight. I'm not saying that at all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Neither was I.
What beer am I?
But I mean, to go out there, get an opportunity at the title, and I guess kind of perform the way she did.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm kind of getting my, I guess my explanation.
Yeah. So, but this fight wasn't anything close to what I expected. Valentina Shevchenko was one of the, baddest women on the planet. Okay? There are very few female fighters in that category of the baddest chicks on the planet, and her and Amanda Nunes are right at the fucking top. Okay?
Definitely.
And it's basically because, they can beat each other, and they're the only ones that have, either come close or have done it. You know what I mean? Both of them have prior losses, but I'm just talking about the here and now.
Yeah.
And then in your co-main event, Vicente Luque defeated Mike Perry.
Mike Platinum Perry.
Well, not so platinum anymore.
Yeah, not platinum anymore. It's Mike Squished Face Perry.
Right? Oh,
Good
man.
Lord.
I saw all the memes already.
They've already started?
Yeah, they've already started. Arlovsky's jealous, and
oh no!
Yeah. It's the Twitter sphere and social media just has no fucking chill, and I know Mike Perry's gonna have a laugh about this once he sees it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once I don't even know if he can see right now because this shit's busted up pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, I'd say maybe in the next couple of days.
Yeah, I kept telling all the fighters to spin, and they didn't listen. The only ones that listened were their opponents.
Yeah, true.
Okay, and in our picks, real quick before we even get any further, we went 9-4 on the picks.
Yeah.
So I believe we at least got the main and co-main right. Okay, and I hate picking against Mike Perry. I just felt Vicente Luque had more tools to win.
Yeah.
Mike Perry can fucking knock your head into next week. Okay? He can hit you so hard that my grandkids will feel it. Okay? That's how hard Mike Perry can fucking hit you. But I just felt that Vicente Luque was a better mixed martial artist, and had better conditioning. Excuse me, just a more well-rounded overall game. He's just better everywhere. Doesn't have the power that Perry has.
Well, but he did take that power that Perry was throwing at him.
Yes, he did.
Perry was landing some good, clean shots.
And Perry was looking pretty fucking composed, man.
Yeah.
Perry usually doesn't do that. Perry usually comes out and is trying to fucking murder you.
Yeah.
This time he looked like he had a fucking game plan.
Yeah, and he was sticking with it.
I was digging
it. Was working.
I
think it was working too.
Yeah. So I just think that the better conditioned athlete kind of took over. Like middle of round 2, you could see the tide start to turn.
A little bit.
And Vicente Luque just kind of took over from there. Just before that, you had Eduardo Garagori. He defeated Humberto Bandenay.
You got it, dude. That was awesome.
Okay, and Garagori was the only fighter on the card from Uruguay.
Which is weird because normally they have a crap ton of fighters.
From said country?
The home country or whatever, like surrounding country.
Well, I know that they are definitely trying to hit untapped markets.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? So there's probably just not a lot of, UFC caliber Uruguayans, if you will.
Maybe.
I don't even know if that's what they're called. But I know there was some Venezuelan blood. You know, I'm Venezuelan, you can't tell. I promise I'm not lying to you. Okay, look, my mother was the first person in her family born in America. So, great-grandma, grandma, born in Venezuela, I believe. It was Venezuela. I mean, that's where we're from. I just don't know if, like, my mom's... Because I know my great-grandmother's, like, born and raised in Venezuela. And I don't know if my grandma and her sister were born in Venezuela, if they were, like, born somewhere else in the South America.
Oh, gotcha.
So I almost said the Middle East. That's not even the same part of the world.
Not even the same hemisphere.
Okay. So, but yeah. So that was 30-27s across the board. Except for that 20-27 right there.
And with this win, Garagori is still undefeated.
At 13-0 now.
Yep, this makes him 13-0. Congrats.
So, and this is kind of a big deal for Uruguay. The only guy on the card from the country, and he gets the win. And it was a fun fight. It was a fun fight. I think the scorecards, I mean, you definitely don't make sense as they are on the screen.
Yeah,
but
no.
the fight was a lot closer than what that's.
Oh, definitely. Ooh, 808. Dude, we never miss an episode where we do not 808 this shit.
Okay, and I don't know if you guys can tell what we're talking about, but the guys that listen here and don't watch, they know what the 808 is.
I just noticed my battery on my laptop because...
Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so while he is adjusting himself, you can unplug the big one at the end. That's the one for the hard drive. And I'm not using the hard drive right now.
The hard drive?
The hard drive.
Yeah.
I'm going to hard dive right into this Volkan Ozdemir defeating Ilir Latifi via knockout.
That was beautiful.
Okay, now his nickname is No Time. But apparently he had all the time because he took so goddamn long to put Latifi out. I thought we were going to go to a third fucking round.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Volkan. I ain't got no time for no third round. Okay? I need you finishing fools in the first.
Well, I don't think he had no time either, but man, that Latifi guy was pretty tough.
Yeah. Yeah, and he had never lost back-to-back fights. Until now. Luckily for Latifi, the light heavyweight division is in just dire need of guys. Especially since, you know, all the guys at the top
excuse me.
You know, your Jan Blachowicz, Dominic Reyes, Thiago Santos, Corey Anderson, like they're all like so far behind John Jones. And say what you want about the Thiago Santos fight.
Yeah.
That was not a split decision. So, and if you don't like the way that I saw that fight, that's okay. You can have your own opinion. But I did not have that fight as a split decision. I don't fucking get it. But that's neither here nor there because that was already a couple months ago. But Thiago's doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I saw it right, he walked out with one of his teammates on the Contender Series.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and was it with or without crutches?
With.
It was with crutches?
Yeah, definitely with.
Okay, so he's not 100% there, but he's not in a wheelchair anymore.
Yeah.
So surgery must have gone well. But yeah, so Volkan Ozdemir takes damn near 2 full rounds to put out This name always fucks me up.
Yeah.
How about we just say Latifi? How about that?
Yeah. I think we can roll with that.
Okay, now Latifi, he gives up so much fighting at light heavyweight. These guys are so fucking tall. Okay? And Latifi looks like he's about all of 5'9". I don't know how tall he really is, but the motherfucker looks short every time he gets in there. Okay? And he's got some solid wins, and he's got big power. Okay? He fucking sends fools on, you know, puts them on ice skates. Okay.
Yeah, well, I thought he was actually going to get. Oh, wait, no. That's a different fight. I was looking. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, but don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, he was throwing a couple of nice little combos.
He was throwing heat.
He did have that crazy fucking takedown where he fucking dropped him on his head.
Right.
I was like, oh no, it's done! And no.
No, Vulcan's got it. He's got a pretty good head.
He had enough time to recover from
And
that.
dude, he took some solid shots from Latifi.
Yeah, he did.
Vulcan's got a chin, dude. Vulcan's got a fucking chin. So, I believe Vulcan had lost 3 in a row. So he was in dire need of a fucking win here.
Mm-hmm.
And this was actually a fight that was supposed to take place, like a couple months ago or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
But I believe that Vulcan either got hurt or got pulled. I don't remember why.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, they got the fight put back together, and Ozdemir comes out with the knockout win, and Latifi, left a couple lip imprints on the canvas.
Oh yeah, he kissed the canvas.
Exactly.
So
That's what I was trying to say. Okay, and Rodolfo Vieira defeated Oscar Picota?
They were saying like Piota, but
Oh, Piota.
yeah,
They're saying
Piota.
Piota.
Yeah,
Is it Pita? Or Pota? Or Piota? It's both.
it's everything to us because
Right?
we don't know how to say names right.
Okay, submission, arm triangle choke, round 2. This was damn near at the end of round 2.
Mm-hmm.
Both these guys black belts. Rodolfo, he's a real black belt.
Yeah,
You know how they say there's black belts and then there's black belts?
yeah,
Yeah, he's the second one.
Yeah.
He's the fucking he's a real black belt. I think that definitely if this was kickboxing, he'd probably get his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
But this is MMA. I do think that he needs to kind of watch out for those takedowns.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was leaving his head on the outside and he was taking a few of those elbows. You give somebody else the chance, they're gonna put you out with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he's still pretty green. He's only 6-0 now.
Yeah, that makes him 6-0 with this fight. There for a minute, I thought Piota was gonna, I guess, get a up kick KO or something. I don't know.
Right.
He kind of nailed him with the up kick. I was like, oh, this dude better watch out.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it all just he's green.
Mm.
Now he has to grow up in the UFC.
Mm.
He has to become, that the fighter that he needs to be.
Yeah.
And he's learning on the job. So, but getting the win here against a guy who was either 11-1-1 or 11-0-1 at the time.
Mm.
And Piota. Oh shit! It's not even that late, bro. It's fucking barely 11 o'clock. Okay, and then Enrique Barzola defeated Bobby Moffett via split decision. How did you call that fight?
That was actually this is one of the few fights that I find that I have a hard time even judging myself. It was
super close.
It was so close. It did kind of suck that at the end of each round, I believe this was the fight, that he got a takedown at the end of each round.
And you know what? Okay, so it's smart game planning, right? Because if the rounds are close and you get a takedown in the last half a minute or how I said, watch it 15 seconds, he's gonna shoot.
Yeah.
And what did the motherfucker do? At 15 seconds of round number 3, he shot.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's good game planning, and it's kind of it's like icing on the cake. You're putting a cherry on top of each round by getting a late takedown. But it's bullshit, in my opinion, that so much gets put into that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because yes, the fight was very close. Okay? It was. But I had Moffett doing more damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a numbers guy, and then I'm also a damage guy. Okay?
Yeah.
Their numbers were almost even. You know what I mean? It looked like they were throwing about the same amount throughout every single round.
Yeah.
I don't think that anybody was leaps and bounds above the other guy.
No, not
But
at all.
the fight itself was like I said, it was close, but Moffitt was doing more damage. And no, I'm not being a fucking homer, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I prefer. I prefer numbers and damage, okay? So, I had it for Bobby. That's how I called that fight. But Enrique gets the win here, and good for him. I believe that there was a call out, but I don't think I heard the call out.
Yeah, I think I missed it too. I got preoccupied with something else because I can't focus very well.
Not after the day you had. Your preliminary card, we'll go ahead and run through this pretty quick. Gilbert Burns defeated Alexei Kunchenko via unanimous decision, 29-28 across the board. It looked more Gilbert Burns than that to me.
Yeah.
I don't know how Alexei even got around. But, you know, again, we're doing a billion things at once while we're watching the fight, so excuse us if we miss a thing or two. You know
yeah, well, I mean, I gave all the rounds to Burns.
Yeah,
and
we can only call it how we see it.
Yeah, and he moved up in weight for this fight.
Yeah, but he's probably moving back down to 55 because he does not look like a natural welterweight.
Yeah, well, and I mean, maybe this is since this is his first fight. Maybe he'll stay up. Maybe he can stay up there, and you know he'll work around and maybe get more comfortable with his body and how his body works.
Well, see, it didn't look natural to me. It looked like he put on weight to fight at welterweight. It's not like
okay.
It's not like when Anthony Pettis or Masvidal.
Yeah.
Like they actually look good at welterweight. That's where he just looked kind of like fat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he was fat because the dude fucking went 3 hard rounds.
Yeah.
Okay? Dude's not fat. But it didn't look natural. He looks good at 55. And that's where I think the boy needs to stay. Okay? He knows that he can do it, that he's got that in his back pocket, where if he goes on a skid, he'd be like, you know what, fuck it, I fought at welterweight and I won.
Yeah.
You know? So, for now, he can say he's undefeated in the UFC at welterweight. Okay? So, good for you, Burns. So the Burns brothers, they pick up 2 wins in 5 days.
That's right.
So good for the Burns brothers. Cyril Gan.
I forgot. I mean, I was paying attention, but every time they said his name, I was like, I still can't even wrap my head around how to say it.
I think it's Gan.
Yeah, that's it.
Gan, because
that's it.
I was
Gan.
I was punny with that one. I had a couple puns.
Yeah.
Okay, I was saying that if they keep throwing like that, one of them is going to be gone. Okay, he fought Rafael Pessoa, and surprisingly enough, these 2 big, heavy-handed fucking heavyweights, they went to the ground, and there was a sub.
Yeah.
And they were throwing heat before that, but Cyril Gane gets a submission with the arm triangle choke at the end of round 1. Marina Rodriguez stays undefeated at 13-0, taking a super unanimous decision from Tisha Torres.
Yeah.
Don't know what goes for the Tiny Tornado from here, man. I believe that's 4 in a row.
Think one more fight and
I think
then
she's worth. You know, I think she's worth a 5th fight.
Yeah.
You know, and I was going back and forth with. I don't remember who it was. It was either Undefeated or the Gods MMA on what do you do with her? You know, because I'm like, I was saying that she's on, you know, a big slide or a big decline, I think is what I called it. Because she's lost 4 in a row. Okay, and they're like, well, they pointed out the losses. And so I went back and looked. She's got a loss to Joanna. She's got a loss to so Joanna, former champ. Okay, a loss to the current champ, Jessica Andrade. Lost to Weili Zhang, which I think she's fighting for the title.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Rodriguez, undefeated. That's 4 badass chicks. Okay.
Yeah.
I think she deserves a 5th fight.
Yeah.
Okay, because she didn't look bad. She's undersized for the division. Let's just start there. Okay, all these little 5-foot girls, they're undersized for strawweight. they need to have a 105-pound division
Mm.
in the UFC.
Yeah.
I doubt it'll happen anytime soon, but you know what I told the dude? I don't give a fuck. Give me Van Buren right fucking now.
That's what I was gonna
That's
ask.
the fight I want to see for Tisha Torres.
That would be a really sick
I
fight.
want that shit tomorrow. Give it to me tomorrow.
Make it happen.
Okay? That's the fight that Van Buren was also calling for. She said, Tisha Torres, you need a dance partner. I'm game. So you know Brianna don't give no fucks.
Mm.
Okay? And she would fight Tisha Torres. And it would be so fucking fun.
That'd be it.
I would love that fight. Okay? It would be the fucking battle of the 5-foot badasses.
Yeah.
I would love that, despite how that laugh sounded.
The battle of 5s for 5.
Right? Rogerio Bontorin defeated
Mm-hmm.
Julian Paiva.
Paiva. I'm not even going to attempt the
Yeah,
first
right?
name. Yeah,
This was a
Paiva.
doctor stoppage, which
Yeah.
surprisingly could have gone either way.
we had one dude blowing his nose and blowing his eye up, then we had other guys getting gashed, and
Yeah.
it was a...
His
That's
eye.
insane.
Okay, so his eyebrow was hanging over his eyeball. That was nuts.
Yeah, when you can see the inside of the person.
Yeah. You saw inside of him very deep.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard somebody say on Twitter like his eyebrows will never be twins again. So whoever fucking posted that shit, you should follow us. Chris Gutierrez took a split from Geraldo de Freitas. Okay, I agree. It's a fun fight. It was a fun fight, and I'm happy that Gutierrez got the win because that's how I was seeing the fight. I thought the first round went to Freitas.
Mm.
I thought the second round was probably the closest round.
Mm.
Okay, there's your flip a coin. Okay,
Yeah.
and then the third round was Gutierrez. So I thought the leg kicks and not like the defense. Well, I guess it is defense. The head movement and the footwork of Gutierrez, like he was looking pretty fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
He was fucking avoiding a lot of fucking damage. I mean, he was still getting tagged,
Yeah.
but he was avoiding a lot of fucking damage. And fucking Freitas was throwing wild there at the end, bro.
Yeah.
It was fucking scary. And they fucking headbutted each other and opened each other up. Man, that shit was
I
nuts.
wish I would have been here for that shit, but I was too busy helping my brother move. That's
Yeah.
okay, though.
Okay, and then Alex De Silva defeated Kazula Vargas via unanimous decision, 30-27 across the board. And then, my roots, the Venezuelan honey, Veronica Machado or Macedo, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Just because I'm Venezuelan doesn't mean I can speak the language. She defeated Poliana Viana via armbar, round 1, super quick.
Ooh, got
That
in
was
there.
like the way you open up a card. And she was 0-3, I believe, in her first 3 fights.
Hey, that's a way to bounce back. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what she needed.
Yeah, and we've seen Veronica before. It looks like she's done a lot of work on
Mhm.
getting, a little bit more lean.
Oh, okay.
A little bit more lean. She looked
Yeah.
awesome, dude. She looked really fucking good. So that's UFC Uruguay,
ESPN plus 14.
right? What did I say? 8?
Yeah. ESPN plus 8 or 14, whatever you decide.
No one knows. Alright, so I'm probably gonna fucking finish this moose head and then probably go to bed because I got an ice bath to do in the morning. And one of these to do in the morning too.
Yeah, I'll probably end up taking my body armor and partaking of that because after the kind of day I had, dude, I just need to get.
Maybe you should save it for the morning.
I might.
Maybe you should save it for the morning. That way you can be well hydrated for our activities tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Go to bed, get a good night's rest. Well, I'll go to the couch, get a good night's rest.
Gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah,
Hey, but we do it.
that's right. And so, busy fucking morning.
Right? Busy fucking day, busy fucking night.
Mm.
But I want to thank the guests on today's episode, Kyle the Hoosier Estrada and Paris Superhero Stanford.
Yes,
Thanks,
thank you.
boys. They fought at LFA 72 and 73. We're going to get Paris involved in some extracurricular activities for the podcast. Get some videos up, and you can see us doing some dumb shit. Get our gym shorts up and running. So if you got a gym, hit us up. Catch out our interview with Jared Cannonier. Going to be going up any day now. Like I said, we're working on some cool shit with that. Check us out on the radio station every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I believe that's like 4 to no, sorry, not 4. The other way.
10.
Yeah, 10 to like
10 to
1
1
a.m. Eastern
Yeah.
Time. So if you're on the East Coast and you like to stay up late, we got you covered on Tuesdays. But until next week.